I'm gonna be journaling the trade I took, or actually all three. So, yeah, that is the purpose of this stream. Why is it so big and why is it not going away? I don't know. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna be journaling the three trades I took. So yeah, and I'm also listening to music. So if I don't talk a lot, that's why. So I want to get out the live stream so I can actually see what the trade I took was. I mean, I already know what it is, but I just want to get all of the confluences so I can really get a good journal entry. Oh, dang, there's one person watching. It's kind of surprising. Oh, what up, Jose? How's it going? So, yeah, I'm just going to be reviewing the three trades I took today, and then I'll post the tweet on Twitter and on X is what I meant to say. And then, yeah. And I am just chilling out, listening to music, so if you need anything from me, let me know. But, okay. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and pull up the trading live stream. Yeah, so you're more than welcome to watch if you want. So trade I took was kind of cool. The first one I took was the idea that actually. So this was that was later. So the first one I took was actually kind of cool. Is the idea that we had been digging lower and lower into that first percent for value gap, and then we got this light bulb displacement out of the bottom of it. So this was my idea, is we have the percent for value gap right here, and we can actually mark out the quadrants like I did, like I wanted to, right? So from here to here. And let me actually see if there was SMT or anything. There might have been. Honestly, I kind of did not execute this properly. Yeah, there was SMT. Every above. Yeah, I took this. I messed this up. So I was on the 10-second. I should have been on the 5-second, and I should have been looking for the 5-second change in state. So I definitely messed this up, which is not ideal, and it could have gone pretty bad actually. But anyway, we had SMT with this low from there to there. Yeah, this definitely could have been executed a little better, but it's all good. I will give it post-trade approval. Well, I would even consider, I don't know, it's not so simple of an answer what I should have done. So yeah, here is your 5-second change in state off of it. Actually, should have entered it right there. So once again, I did kind of execute it not so great, which is not ideal. and then projecting this out, we went 2 projections to run these equal highs, and I wanted to see 4 projections, but we did not go 4 projections. But I mean, it wasn't terrible. Honestly, I just executed it completely incorrectly because I was looking at I think the 10 or the 15 second, when I should have been looking at the 5 second here. And so I really did kind of mess it up a little bit. Yeah, I was looking at the 10 second when I needed to be looking at the 5 second. And in reality, instead of being like a 1 hour trade, this should have been or instead of being a half an hour trade, this should have been a 1 hour trade. Because I took half off at was gonna take half off at 2R. So like this. Then break even here. So you can see the executional mistakes that I made very clearly. Alright, break even at this high, and then TP1 at probably within this. And then yeah, definitely messed this up. And then I was gonna go TP2 at kind of like this consolidation area. So like probably like here. So I wasn't even probably gonna go for 4 projections. I was probably just gonna go for 3 projections. And then this would have been TP2. So you kind of see how this would have played out here. And yeah, once again, this is the way I was supposed to take it. The reality of the way that I took it ended up being a little weird. So we can go look at the execution and then kind of see like my inaccuracies in the execution part of it. Right? Because this is the way that I meant to take the trade, right? I meant to take it like this, and obviously it did not really play out like this. Because if it had, then I would have been up 1R. So yeah. But yeah, definitely some executional mistakes, right? So we get an inducement of the low into this gap. So that's good. Like if I had taken this exactly as you're looking at it here, this would have been a super solid trade. But like if we watch the live stream back, I did not execute it like this. I executed it like, it's hard because it's obviously like hard in the moment to make sure you execute everything correctly. But you can see I executed it all the way up here, which is not good. So let's actually look at the execution real quick. But I do think there's a lot to learn from this trade. It's like There really is, because if I go, yo, you playing the new Resident Evil 9 Requiem game? I'm playing now. Dude, I might have to check that out. Is it good? By the way, you're holding shorts. Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Swing trade. Dang, let's go. Let's go. That's great. Okay, so guys, right? So for my first trade, you can see I entered it off of accidentally I entered it off of a 10-second change instead of delivery, not the 5-second. So this would have been the 5-second entry. Had I entered it here with an inducement of this low, this would have been fantastic, right? It's a really good game. Oh, that's great. That's awesome, bro. Okay, I might have to check it out. It sounds like it's pretty good. Yeah. So, consolidation. Resident Evil. What is it about? See, then you can see how this is just a really nice soup into the change in state here. So, this is how the trade was meant to be taken. Okay. With stop loss here. So, if I had done everything perfectly, I should have taken this trade like this. But it's a scary story mode single player game. Oh, cool. That's dope, bro. That's really cool. With zombies, it's a scary story mode single player game. Dude, that sounds awesome. I'll have to check it out. That's kind of cool. And then obviously I get stopped at a break even here. For in real life, the first trade, let's kind of look at what happened in real life. In real life, the first trade hit used to play a lot of Assassin's Creed. That's dope. That's dope. Always a vibe. So let's look at position history from today. Download PDF. So it's saying basically that I hit a not quite a like a 0.75 to 1 essentially is what happened. Yo, Jake, you back? Nice. Yeah, I'm really trying to understand the I'm journaling and going in depth with these 3 trades I took, and I want to really journal them correctly. So this is how I meant to take the trade that I took, the first one. In real life, I messed up because I was looking at the 10-second chart, not the 5-second chart. Right? And so it's kind of like It's kind of hard because in real life, like, I didn't realize I was looking at the 10 second. I honestly thought I was looking at the 5 second. So it's kind of not ideal, but I don't really know, man. I think that that's just something that I'm gonna work on over time is being more aware of if I'm on the 5 second chart or if I'm on the 10 second chart. Because genuinely, I thought I was on the 5 second chart. So this is how I meant to take it, right? Let's see. 9:39 first strike, 1 minute 5 second live, and then you're longing at 880. Nice, bro. Nice. Yeah, so guys, so what happened is I was looking at the 10 second chart for this trade. And then all of a sudden, you can see the change in state of delivery is actually all the way up here. And now this is just really awkward because, like, we don't even hit one projection of this. This is just really awkward. And so, obviously, I was never not going to take profit at these equal highs. But definitely a really awkward situation for me because I thought that I was entering off of this change in state, which I really shouldn't have been. So I honestly, guys, I'm gonna give this a disapproval because this is not what was supposed to how I was supposed to take it. This is really weird. So I would take this again, but I would take it correctly. I've never marked out an entry like this. This is a weird one because this was a good trade had I had taken it correctly as it should have been taken. Unfortunately, I fricked up and was looking at the 10 second, not the 5 second, which messed up my entry, which made the trade not really valid. It still was a win, but in general, the execution was sloppy, and I need to work on making sure I'm looking at the right time frame. Hopefully that makes sense, guys, because it's a really weird situation. So this was about a win, but it was only about a 75%, which is not even 1R, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. 1 minute aligned with the 5 second, and it was at 9:38. And it was today, Friday, February 27th, 2026. Yeah, so hopefully that makes sense, kind of what I did wrong and like how I meant to take it versus what happened. Right? So, yeah, this is what happened. I don't even really know how to explain the entry. I guess I was trying to enter off of this change in state here, but I entered it beneath it. I definitely did not take this right. You know, it's not what I wanted to do, but yeah, that's not great that happened, but it is what it is. Okay, so then this will be live number 2. This is the way that I actually took it. Once again, sloppy. The actual execution was sloppy. Okay. But in general, I liked the trade. It was not how it was supposed to be taken. So, once again, 9:39 first strike, 1 minute line with the 5-second live number 2. Nice, shorted. Bro, I can't wait till I'm in your guys' position, like Shanny's position, where I'm just playing Fortnite, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, let's go 2R, and then I'm just like in my apartment, making my own money. Dude, Shanny's living our dream. He's already a millionaire. I genuinely can't believe it, but dude, Shanny, you're a beast, bro. So yeah. So had I taken this correctly, it would have been average RR would have been 2.5, and then final take profit would have been at 3. So it's all good. And let's take a picture of the execution as well. Once again, I did kind of mess it up, but it's okay. Yeah, bro, me too. I literally just go. Ever since I first started trading, I've just been on the grind for like every single waking hour for like 2.5 years. I just go. I'm so proud of you, bro. It's impressive. All right, and then it genuinely is. I can't believe you're a millionaire, man. It's like genuinely so crazy to me. I'm coming. One day, I'm coming. So, okay, what was I gonna look at? Oh yeah, I need to upload it. And then we'll take a look at the next trade that I took. And I see you going to... Yeah, bro. I mean, I'm not going to give up, so... I know that. That's all I know is I'm not going to give up. There's literally no... It's literally impossible. Like, I will die before I give up, so that's all I know. Which means I'm, like... I mean, yeah. It's either I die or I make it, in all honesty. As sad as that is, like, genuinely, that is kind of how I see it. Like, I'm not going to give up, so... Okay, so I'm downloading the execution, and then we'll take a look at the next trade I took. The third trade I took was crap. I'm actually really upset about that third trade I took because it was not that good, in all honesty. Whoops. So I'm gonna show the one of the version that I wish I had taken it correctly. So I'm gonna put that one in. Or maybe I'll put both in. Let's see if it lets me put both in. Okay. It does. Alright, let's move on to the next one. So, the next trade I took was also pretty cool, and I really like it. And I'm going to be giving it post-trade approval and take again. I liked it a lot. And what happened is we got an instant V-shaped recovery after taking these relatively equal lows. and we manipulated both the true opens. So we have this low and this low, relatively equal lows from pre-market. Boom. Both of them get souped right here at 942. So sweep of those relatively equal lows. And from here, we should start getting crazy displacement. And this signature is just ingrained in my head, right? I've seen this a million times where if we get instant displacement after taking relatively equal lows, I know that we're going to just start expanding. So, boom, relatively equal lows. Like, I didn't care that I was, like, low-key kind of bearish. I knew that this was going to play out. And so, what happened is, yeah, we got this instant V-shaped recovery after taking these equal lows, and we manipulated both the true opens. So, here's our 22-minute true open. 928, and then here is our here's our 90-minute true open, 922. Let's go ahead and watch the stream and let's see if we had SMT. Also, guys, a better way you could have entered this is probably have taken this pin bar. If I had to guess, it's at least hand of FA because we were delivering from a New Day opening gap down here. So check this out, right? We have a New Day opening gap all the way down here. So at the very least, this was a hand of FA because we get a pin bar off of the New Day opening gap. And so this, I'll journal this later. But at the very least, this is a hand of FA because we have pin bar. Let's see if it's a precision swing point. It's not a precision swing point on with ES. Let's check YM. Oh man, it's not. But it's still a pin bar, so. Oh, what happened to my AirPod? What the heck? Oh. Let's actually journal. Let's journal this trade separately first. Hold on. I'm too distracted with this. I need to keep watching the live stream. I don't know what happened. So, back to the live stream. Oh, hey, there's 5 people watching. That's dope. That's a lot. That's more than when I was trading live. I took that from rejection block entry. That's sick, bro. I love that. Okay, so let's kind of watch the live stream back. So we were. I just want to see if there was SMT down there, and I'm too lazy to check it manually. I think this first presented for value gap. You see how now purge this. Oh. Yeah, there was not SMT. That's interesting. Oh, you guys can't see my screen. Wait, what the heck? Wait, what the heck? What is it switching screens to? Wait, I'm actually so confused. Oh, never mind. We're watching the video. That's why. Yeah, so there was no SMT. Okay, first let's just mark out this trade as a hand of FA trade where you take this as a pin bar off the New Day opening gap. So There you go. There's the pin bar. There's the end dog. You know, hey, we have relatively equal lows. We're actually below every single true open, which is crazy. So below every single true open, right? So then bang, we get this pin bar here. Run this back up. Run this back up to let's just say back up to the high. That's 5.5 R. So I'm going to get rid of the YM. So we're below every single true open. We purge the relatively equal lows into the end dog, get a pin bar off of it. Now just take that pin bar on the close. So this is actually a back test. This is not the trade I took, but I do want to record it. Boom, boom. So just enter on that pin bar right there. The reason is because it's below it. You're basically already anticipating it to be a soup. So when we get that pin bar, it becomes very clear. So 944. 944 hand of FA on the 32nd. Okay, now let's take a look at the actual trade, which was the 32nd inversion. Once again, delivering from the New Day opening gap. Actually, let's watch me take it first. Let's watch me take it. Oh, that this low. I don't know. It's kind of fun to watch myself. It's kind of fun. Okay, let's go. Do it, bro. Do it. Let me know how it goes. All right, we're going to watch me take this trade. So now we've purged this low. Once again, if we want to go to these equal highs after now that we've purged. I literally knew it. Isn't that crazy? I knew we were going to go to the equal highs all the way back when we were purging this low. Listen to me say that. It's valid. So now we've purged this low. Once again, if we want to go to these equal highs after now that we've purged this low, we definitely could. I should have just taken it up to the equal highs. Oh, we're getting some good momentum. Looks like maybe an outside bar off of these lows here. Oh, that inverse right there. I like this. Let's go. Let's enter this with one.
Order filled.
So you can see I do enter it like very slightly late, but I do think that that's okay. Especially because in my head, my brain is registering the fact that I actually have 1.28. It's telling me to do 1.28 cons, which means I can have my stop loss a little bit wider, which means I can enter a little late and be okay. So that was the logic behind that. Is I knew that we even though I entered it a little late, it said 1.28, which meant that it was cool if I just took it, and because I could have a wider stop loss anyway. So I take this. I only have one contract. So in all honesty, with only having one contract, I would say just targeting this high would have been the move. I think either just targeting this high or target this high and then put it in a trailing stop. Yeah, that's what I should have done, because with only having one contract, you're in a weird situation where you just have to make sure you make money because you only have one contract. So if I could redo this, I would just target this high. That
So
this is
keep
gonna
watching.
be nice. Oh, here, I'm gonna put that in my notes actually. Whoops. This was a great trade, but to be honest, a weird situation because I only had one contract, which means I really needed to be conservative with my take profit. With that in mind, if I could redo this trade, I would take the entire one contract off at the high. If I had more than one contract, I would take one off at the high and then leave a runner for external highs. But once again, without more than one contract, it is kind of hard to target further than the short-term high without running into issues. With a 25K funded account, how much does the account balance need to be to withdraw 1,500, and why so? So it depends on your prop firm, bro. It's completely based off of your prop firm and your prop firm's rules. Most of the time, well, if it's Top Step, I don't know if this is still the case, but if it's Top Step, you can only withdraw half of the profits. But I don't know if it's still the case. If it's Apex, you just need to get it. You just need to get it above, like, there's a certain threshold, and then they'll pay you out. Apex. So with Apex, as long as they're still doing it this way, there's just a certain number that you need to hit. So if you're 25,000, let's actually just go check real quick because I want to help you out, bro. So let me just pull it up real quick. Apex, 25K account payout. So you need to get to a threshold, right? You need to get to 26,600, and at that point, I believe you'll be able to request $500. Okay, so yeah, but if it's 30, but if it's 27,100, you could request 1,000. If it's 27,600, you could request 1,500. So if it's 28,600, you could request. You get the point. So this is the minimum required balance, and you'll be able to request 500. So, okay. Back to taking notes. Weird situation, only have one contract. I would take the entire one contract off at the high. If I had more than one contract, I would take one off at the high and leave a runner for external highs. But once again, without more than one contract, it's kind of harder. Yeah. So that's the exact lesson I learned from this trade. Yeah, bro. Glad I could help. So yeah, this is essentially the lesson I learned is, with a trade like this, if you only have one con, you gotta just take profit, because if you don't take profit, you're gonna run into issues. Obviously you can have conviction that we're gonna go further, but the fact that you haven't taken any profit, it's gonna mess with you. So I gotta at least take profit at this high up here, and then once I do that, if I have another contract, I can leave runners. But this is exactly how I should have taken this trade had I redone it. And actually, ideally, stop loss would go there, but you can see I'm gonna have to have stop. I'm not gonna be able to have one con, so I'd probably just have stop loss there. So boom, and then TP there. So yeah, this is how I would do it if I could redo this trade. Accumulation, manipulation. And then, yeah, just make sure you make money. With one contract, that's so important. Is just make sure you make money because you can't scale out. That's the issue. Make sure that you make money. Otherwise, you will run into issues where you haven't taken anything off and it comes back down. So yeah, how I should have taken this. And the way that I did take it is we started retracing and I took profit, and it ended up only being like 0.7 or I don't know. I can't remember. So yeah, this is how I should have taken it. Whoops. Boom. 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 There you go. Oh yeah, and then let's actually mark out the actual confluence where we would enter, which is the inversion for value gap, obviously. Bang. So accumulation, manipulation, TP. So this is how I should have taken it. Unfortunately, I didn't take it like this. Once again, I messed up. 944 inversion for value gap on the 32nd live, and I'm gonna put ideal. Versus the way that I took it was more like this. Let's actually just go look at Trade of 8. Actually, let's see how much it made first. Yeah, it was up 1R. So I was up 1R on this trade, which is cool. So boom, enter. And then once we started sliding, I took off. So we'll just look at the 5-second view. And then I think what happened, let's watch the live stream actually. Actually, I'm so curious. Wait, I'm so curious how many people are watching, if any. Hold up. Oh, there's still 4 watching. That's pretty good. Okay. So. Here's that inverse right there. I like this. Let's go. Let's enter this. Because this is where we break the barrier between back testing and execution. Because for me, I think that's one of the biggest barriers is the barrier between those two. Because I know the good trades, but then executing them correctly, that's my issue. And that's where journaling is going to really be important for me. This with one. This red candle. Just up here. So yeah, probably needed to take profit there. And that would have been 1.3R. So. And then looks like. Yeah, looks like, I think I was looking at the other screen. The reason I did that is I was looking at the other screen and I saw that we were getting stacked bearish SMTs. So I saw that we had SMT with this high and SMT with this high. right? So with these stacked bearish SMTs, I was like, okay, that's not ideal, right? This ain't ideal. If we're getting stacked bearish SMTs, no thank you. So at this point, I exited. So yeah, this was more the real life way I took this. And yeah, I mean, it's okay. It could have been optimalized if I had just simply gone for this high instead. And the reason why is because, once again, only one con. If I had more than one con, then I would gladly just let it run. So 944. Inversion for value gap on the 32nd live. And let's take a screenshot of the execution. You can see that's literally exactly how I executed it. So, and then we'll do another version for if I had two cons, how I would take it, because I think that's important. Like, what would I have done if I had two cons? And then I'll show you guys exactly what I would have done. So switch to the other screen. So, and if I had two cons, I think I would have executed this probably perfectly if I had two cons. So it's unfortunate. Okay, so if I had two cons, what I would do is I would do TP1 here, right? And then I would have ignored these bullish SMTs. Obviously, I went break even somewhere within here, right? So break even somewhere within here. I would have ignored these bearish SMTs, and then maybe target this consolidation. I mean, obviously, I really liked the equal highs. I wanted the equal highs to get hit. I knew it was going to be a good target. Okay, let's pretend I have 3 contracts. Let's just pretend I had 3 contracts. I think that's the most fun way to do this. Because then what I would have done is I would have gone, here's the 30-second inversion. I would have gone TP1 here, then TP2 within this consolidation, and then TP3 would have just been a runner, and it would have been for these equal highs. And that would have been fun if it hit. Once again, this is if I would have had at least 3 cons, which unfortunately I did not. And this is one reason why what I said about the whole break even thing, putting your stop loss above break even can be kind of tricky, because obviously sometimes you do want to have your stop loss actually at break even, but I don't know. I do think putting your stop loss in front of break even just to avoid slippage is usually ideal. So yeah, if I could take this trade with 3 cons, this is how I would take it. Okay. And then the third trade I took was crap. And we'll take a look at that third trade. First, let's actually finish this real quick. Okay. Where was I targeting anyway? I wanted to hit the equal highs. Bro, see, I gotta work on not being so greedy if I have one contract. I literally have one contract. So yeah, I gotta work on that. And so I think what I'll say is, let's just say that it was gonna be like a 2R, because I don't really know what my plan was there. $9.44. $4.01. Okay, and then lastly, the last trade I took was crap. Disapprove, because, well, first let's just watch it. Have conviction in these equal highs. Why would we some T's? You can see there's no draws on liquidity to the downside. It's a giant BPR. This was not like, I didn't think through this all the way nearly enough, because like trades like this are good when the AMD actually has actual draws on liquidity. But this was a liquidity sweep. I don't care that there's SMTs. This was not good. So I'm going to put that in my notes. Okay. So, looks like it would have been. I probably would have targeted the maybe this low here, honestly. So probably would have been like 1.7 R. And so this trade was 100%. So that one was a 1R. Also an IPG. And this was on, looks like probably also the 30-second. Yeah. It just doesn't make sense from a draw and liquidity point of view. Like, I know it's instant V-shape. Doesn't mean that I should have taken it, because there's no way we were going to get through this giant BPR. There was no way, right? It was just a stupid trade from a draw and liquidity standpoint. Like, look, I'll show you. Right? We get the inversion with stacked SMTs. Obviously, we sweep out the high. But, like, hey, yeah, what up, Chess? Bro, I'm just reviewing these trades I took. The third trade was absolutely garbage. I don't care that it had stacked SMTs with an instant V-shape inversion. I genuinely don't care, because we're targeting to go through a BPR. There ain't no way we're gonna get through this BPR. That was just ridiculous. I don't know what I was thinking. There was literally no way that we were just gonna cut through this BPR. I don't know what I was thinking. I think my brain just thought, oh, great signature, stacked bearish SMTs, AMD, but that doesn't mean, like, I had everything was there but the draws on liquidity. There was no way we were gonna get through that BPR. So it was just not ideal. And yeah, anyway, that I'm not gonna take a trade like this again. Probably would have looked something like this. Yeah, I don't know. There's really, it really just wasn't good. So, anyway, it's all good. We learned the lesson. Ain't no way we were gonna get through that BPR. So yeah, I gave this one post-trade disapproval. $9.47 inversion for value gap on the 30-second live. Okay. Let's upload those other two. And then you're way ahead, man. A lot of people make a mistake and do the same crap next day. As long as you learn from your mistakes, that's a win. Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's the realest thing, is like just understanding, like, what did I do that was stupid. I think a lot of my improvement, like, for where I'm at right now, is gonna come from this journaling process, because it's usually not a understanding of what the trade looks like that is why I do a bad trade. It's usually an executional inaccuracy. And so to fix executional inaccuracies, I really have to look at the actual execution and figure out where did I execute incorrectly. So that's pretty much where I'm at right now. Is I really do need it. I think journaling right now is one of the most important things. Where'd it go? So, yeah. So yeah, this is the ideal version. And then what the? Come on, copy this. Let's go, copy. Bang. And then if I had 3 cons, then I would have taken it like this. I don't like when price goes no man's land right before 9:30. It's low probability for me. An efficient trade needs to be inside of a range. What do you mean by goes no man's land? I don't really know what you mean by that. Usually for me, I think usually you want to see one side of a range taken and then target the other side. But that's just me. Because of AMD, right? Oh, I forgot to upload the execution. Like outside of range. Yeah, we need to manipulate one side of a range ideally is usually what a good trade looks like. So there's that. And then let's add the other one as well. I'm almost done, guys. And then I gotta go. $9.47. Okay. Yeah, we're done with this. Let's add it to Reflect IQ. First trade I took was first strike. So I use base risk of 200, that's why. Alright, and then boom. Oh, hold on, where's the, where is it? Okay, this is how I actually took it. So this is the one I want to copy. Okay, let's see what everyone sells. Wall distribution. Exactly, man. If you trade every day and lose 100 straight trades, you have 100 trades of knowledge on what to look out for. Exactly. Most people don't understand that. Like, most people, I don't really like, I get the mindset and I do agree with it of, like, both mindsets are important. Accept losses and just, don't get upset about them, but don't not learn from them. You got to learn from them too. So both mindsets are important. People kind of forget that. And guys, I am working on getting the whole entire Um, I wasn't putting stuff in Reflect IQ in my spreadsheet for like half a month or a month. I think it was like December or November or January, and I'm working slowly on getting all of it in here so I have the complete record for all my all-time trading history. So I'm working on that. Okay, minus 200 loss. Boom. Let's see what Javier say. I'm in now with 8 contracts, aiming for 2,500. Oh, break even. Dang it. Okay. All right, and now I'm gonna post on Twitter. I'm gonna need to make probably like a thread because of the 3 different trades. Let's have ChatGPT help me make this because I'm not wanting to make this right now. Man, I was just about to ask if you've heard of Reflect IQ. Yeah, I use it. Um, Friends with one of the creators. Actually, a couple of the creators. Okay. Um, all right. Okay. How do I make a thread on Twitter? Does anyone know? Oh, okay. Check Discord. How you can use order flow for free, but I already have order flow on TradingView. Why do I need a different version? Alright, let's kind of see, let's see what they say, what these tweets say, and see if I agree with them. Clear winners. What's wrong with TradingView? Check Discord. Okay, fine. Why is the TradingView one not any good? I don't understand. It's only a 14-day free trial though. This is no real order flow indicators like big trades and bubbles, and TradingView is wrong. There's no real-time order flow indicators like big trades bubbles. Why is it wrong? I don't know why it's wrong. There is no real-time order flow indicators like big trades bubbles, and data and TradingView is wrong. Well, why is it wrong? I've been watching it and it's right for me. It's tick based, not volume based. What does that mean? TradingView calculates the data per tick of the candle. Atlas uses level 2 data, which shows real volume. So you're saying it calculates it incorrectly? TradingView has not volume, it just has ticks, which replicates volume, but it's not efficient for seeing, especially absorption and exhaustion. But I'm gonna have to pay for it, right? Because it's only for a free trial for 14 days. Bro, I've been using the TradingView one and it works fine. I don't know. I don't know, dude. From what I've seen, it's fine. Wait, so maybe just explain it to me a little better, because I don't know. But the tick data still, it's still like, nah, just try 14 day. You can change your MAC address and try again. Analyze order flow and market volume like a pro. Advanced trading analysis, stock works. Okay, fine. Let's try it. I trust you. Hey, I trust you. You're my homie. I know if you're saying that it's not the real deal, we gotta use the real stuff. So let's just try it. If it's any good, then we'll keep using it. Alright. Thank you for registering. Your login credentials are running. What markets are you interested? Okay, how do I get it? Let's confirm my email address. Check Discord again.
TradingView's footprint chart is fake. Let me explain and show you how to get the real one instead, to truly follow and see smart money orders. A real footprint gets order flow data from the CME through a data feed that you need to pay. So it shows you the real buyers and seller of the centralized market and how much money they've put on the table and how many trades and how many lots, how many contracts they opened. TradingView's charts instead use something called tick volume. TradingView instead did not invest so much time and money into technology, and they've tried to simplify it with something called tick volume. And tick volume works that if price goes one tick up or one tick down, that's considered as one volume, which is a very rough approximation, because every tick could be one contract or 100 contracts for what we know. So here you pay $50 a month and you don't even know if that volume is real. Let's take, for example, this area here, look it on TradingView and compare it to deep charts. And if we zoom in into the 5-minute, we clearly see something wrong. Every level has the same amount of contracts, and there are clusters of exactly the same number of contracts. That's clearly at least irrealistic, right? If we zoom in here though, you can see the actual numbers of contracts that were traded in the real market. From the top to the close of this sell candle, you had 0 contracts, while here you had way more. We're gonna soon release deep charts together with world scalping champion Fabio Valentini. So if you want to join the live event, comment order flow and I'll send you an
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. It's kind of confusing, but I get it. It makes sense. So, okay. So, I just verified. How do I get it? I just downloaded it. I accept the agreement. Alright. I'm downloading it right now. See? So it's downloading. Then I probably have to go. Hey, I got 3 subscribers. Let's go. Yeah, I gotta go after. I have to go probably right after this. But hey, I appreciate it, Chess. Thank you for making sure that I'm not being stupid, because I didn't know that. Well, the main thing I care about is the delta, because I just want to see within a candle, are people market buying or market selling more? That's really what I care about, because that's gonna tell me whether smart money is filling, or whether smart money is. It eliminates the possibilities. It could only be. Yeah, if there's more market sells in a candle, it's either smart money is aggressing price lower through market selling, or they're getting their orders filled through allowing retail to market sell. But yeah, I appreciate it. Okay, it's downloading. Okay, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it's any better, and I'll honestly compare the two and see. Okay, Atlas finished. I don't think I have enough storage for it, bro. I don't know how I downloaded, but I don't think I have enough storage. I didn't make a password. Oh, I see it. Mm, available modules. What do I check? Or what do I do? How do I do it? Where did it go? I lost it. Do you know which ones I check, Chess? Yo, there's pin bars. Yeah, I registered, but I'm trying to figure out which one of these do I click. Pin bar pro. Just check them all. But I might not have storage for that. I don't want to install them. I will. I don't think I need all those. Wait, so I need to register to join a plan? Yeah, I don't want to cook my computer storage because there's literally this thing is just a dinky little thing. It doesn't. It's just a little baby. It can't take a ton of stuff. Okay, we're in. Whoops. Do you want to skip the tutorial? Yeah. Wait. Okay. Bro, I don't know what I'm looking at all. Like, at all, bro. Can you help me? Like, I have no idea what this is. Oh, is this footprints? We need NQ, so let's start there. NQ. To display data, please connect a quote provider. Dude, what? It's letting me see ES but not NQ. Okay, let's just do a practice one on ES then. How do I get to the... How do I get to volume... All I want to see is delta, bro. All I want to see is delta. That's all I care about. Chess, are you still here? Bro, I have no idea how to do this. I'm just exiting out of these two. Why is it cumulative delta? I just want to know the delta of each candle. Bro, it does. It looks like a literally. Smart depth of market. Okay, low key, I will look more into this later, but I think for now, the fact I got it downloaded is good enough for me. But I will do some more digging and learn more about this. I want to understand this more. The main thing I want to see is the delta of each candle. How many more market buys than market sells were there, or vice versa. And that's really all I care about. So if I can just see that, then I'm chilling. And well, do you know why I can't see NQ? To display data, please connect to a quote provider. I swear, if I have to buy data again for like the 50th time. Actually, you know what? Nah, since I'm here, let's just figure this out. I want to figure this out. Sorry, guys. I'm I changed my mind. Let's actually figure this out since I'm here. Okay. You're not checking messages. CME's data is not free. Bro, I don't want to pay for the data again. That's the issue. I'm not super stoked about that. I I don't see any other. Just you should start a trial though because it lags or indicator is not working. I don't even know if it's worth it. And like why would I buy data if I don't even know if it's worth it? My computer's about to blow up. It cannot handle this. I don't think this is gonna work for my computer. It's you can use for lifetime. We'll figure it out. Don't stress about it. It's free. 28-day free data. Bro, this isn't worth. I don't know if this is worth it. Is it? You think it's worth it? I kind of like the TradingView footprints. It just makes my computer lag too much is the issue. Well, maybe it's just because there's a million things open. That's probably why. I don't know. I'm not sure it's worth it. We'll see. I'll think about it. I'm gonna close out of everything and I'm gonna end the stream. For now. I'm not saying I won't use it, I just to be determined if I'll use it. So anyway. Thanks, Chess. I appreciate it. I'm gonna end the stream here though. Just kind of getting a little overwhelmed, so okay. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's see how many people are watching. Probably not many people at all, but like, I believe you that it's just not accurate. I mean, if the TradingView 1 even works kind of okay, maybe it's worth it. I don't know. Alright, see ya. Talk to you later.